Elizabeth, also known as Nurse Zabe, here on YouTube and Instagram, back again with another video for you guys. This is going to be part of my toolbox series and get them out to you a video a day until we are through our whole toolbox. A birthing environment is going to be really, really important in making you feel safe, secure, and loved. And we know that feelings of being safe, secured, and loved help us release more oxytocin and facilitate a fast and healthy birth. So laboring at home is going to be really, really important, and keeping open lines of communication with your OB when doing so. Staying at home, having conversations with your doctor, but laboring at home until you're in active labor. So 6 centimeters about is where we'd like to see you come into the hospital for most healthy moms who are not high risk. And obviously, once you start labor, there is a nice little rule, the 5-1-1 rule. So if you've been having contractions that are 5 minutes or less apart, lasting a minute or a little bit longer for about an hour, it is a good idea to give your provider a call and just have a conversation with them, but letting them know, hey, I'm going to continue to labor at home. I just want to talk with you. Now, a lot of providers are going to ask to speak with the laboring person directly, because having a conversation with the laboring person, particularly while they're having a contraction, can be really helpful in the provider kind of gauging where they are in labor. They have become attuned to the sounds of labor, to the songs of labor, to the noises that women make when they're laboring that kind of coincide with where our cervix is at this exact moment. It's not an exact science, but a lot of providers have gotten really good at that. So wherever you feel safe in your house, that might be your bedroom, it might be with your dog right by your side who snores incredibly loudly, and I apologize for whatever you can hear, can be really important part of setting up a birthing environment. Now, if you don't have the option of laboring at home, perhaps you are having an induction, perhaps your water's broken, you're group B strep positive, so you need to head in a little bit earlier than you normally would. You can still create a nice, calm, and soothing environment in the hospital. Ask the hospital staff, especially when things are getting more intense, to speak in low voices. Keep the lights dimmed. Keep it at a comfortable temperature for you. And even sometimes the birthing rooms, with all the stuff that they have in there, can seem a little overwhelming. A room that is a great place to labor in, both because of the privacy, the ability to have nice dim lights, and just its familiarity, is the bathroom, oddly enough. But laboring in the bathroom is a great place to be, because you can use the toilet as a place to labor, sitting on the toilet both facing forward and facing backwards, so you can have somebody massage your back, can be really nice. It's also a great place to be because you can empty your bladder frequently. We want to be trying to empty our bladder about once an hour in labor so that our bladder doesn't get in the way of fetal head descent. And then you also can kind of be closed off. You can have your own music playing. Another part of our environment can definitely be our music. So making a really nice playlist can be really helpful. And in encouraging a really positive environment, you have the option of one that I love, words of affirmation on sticky notes, and write them down beforehand and then stick them around your room. So when you open your eyes in between a contraction, you see, I can do this, I am amazing, or my body is opening for my baby, or that's one less contraction that I have to do. These words of affirmation, these positive mantras, can really help get you through, and putting them up in your birth environment, as well as having your support people say them, help you feel supported. Now, I know right now with everything going on, there perhaps might not be as many support people as you were hoping to have. So part of having a birth environment that is conducive for you during the time of COVID-19, perhaps is having a FaceTime video with your mom or your sister and having somebody be in charge of that so that you can hear their calm and assuring words. But you don't want to be dealing with tech troubles, so definitely do some troubleshooting and some trials before you go into labor, so that we're not having to deal with any tech issues or technology illiterate people. Grandma, looking at you. But just being able to communicate with them and keeping them in your birth environment might be something that's really beneficial for you. Or for a lot of women, having just their one designated support person in their birth environment is helpful. So figuring out what's going to work for you in your birth environment is going to be really important. Obviously, this is not always 100% possible. Emergencies arise. Perhaps you are going to have a scheduled cesarean where we cannot turn the lights down because we really need to be seeing what we're doing. But in that case, there are different modifications and alternatives that we can find. So perhaps bringing in music that you'd like to listen to during your planned cesarean. A lot of facilities will have Bluetooth speakers in the OR, or just some headphones in your ears could be useful. So your birth environment that is calm, cool, and conducive for your birth is going to be unique to you, and it's definitely something that you should have a conversation with your support person and perhaps your provider before going into the hospital. But making sure that you feel calm and supported and comfortable in your birth environment is going to enhance your labor and enhance your birth.